morning. I just finished a 2-mile jog, and I want to drop by and tell you, slow and steady wins the race. The reason I'm saying this is I recently done a 5K this past weekend, and this was like hills, gravel. It was tough. It was very tough. And the whole time I'm having to talk to myself. Like, the music I'm playing isn't even helping me. Because it's like I'm having to encourage myself. Don't stop. You can't. If you just keep moving forward, you'll still do good. You'll still do good. That's what I kept telling myself. You cannot stop. But you can slow down. You can trot, but you can't stop. And I tell you, that was really hard not to stop. But I'm sharing all this because I kept saying slow and steady will win the race. Not knowing I was going to win the race. But that as long as I keep going slow and steady, I'm going to get to the finish line. But if I stop, if I walk, it's going to take me even longer, right? If I just stop, I will never get there. So my mindset was, Morgan, just keep going slow and steady. And honestly, I got there, got first place for my age group. I was actually pretty shocked. I didn't even realize I was that close up in the group. I actually thought I was further behind. So, but it was also that I stayed steady and slow when some people stopped. So I started passing people on the way. So that's what I would encourage you, is that there's going to be some times where you want to switch up things. You want to stop. You want to do things very different. But slow and steady wins the race. I'm saying this again because I have been on the smoothie train for months now. I've been on this run train. And everybody has like, oh, you should do weightlifting now. Oh, you should try this type of diet, MOBAD, intermittent fasting, all these other things. And I've almost got tempted to try those things, to do something different. And every time I get close to it, the Lord says slow and steady wins the race. So it's not about what you do once in a while. It's what you do consistently. Okay. So I might tell you to work out 5 days a week, but you notice your 3-day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is so good for you and comfortable for you. And it's really pulling you. It's stretching you, but it's also a good place for you. So do what's steady for you to win your race. Everyone's race looks very different. Okay. Maybe me getting out here doing 2 miles at 5 in the morning, that's not your race, and that's okay. But slow and steady is what's going to get you there. And I want to tell you this, it's no good if you came out here and ran 3 miles 1 day a week versus if you was coming out here 3 to 5 days a week walking a mile. That's better because that's consistency, that's steadiness, right? And that is how you're going to reap the results. And I just have to share that with you because my heart wants to snap my fingers and be at my dream weight, wants to snap my fingers and be at my dream time. Like, I want to be like that, but that's not realistic. I have to understand, Morgan, if you stay slow and if you stay steady with this thing, if you stay steady, if you keep drinking those smoothies, if you keep showing up, if you just stay slow and steady, you're still going to get the results that you're looking for. But so keep showing up. Don't try to get there overnight. Don't think, oh man, this is taking a while, because it may. But I will tell you, it's better to get there slow and steady than to force yourself to get there so quick and burn out and then you gain it all back. I've been that girl before. I'm speaking from experience, where I have lost like 20 pounds because I went so hard and I burnt myself out. I hurt myself. I think I ended up hurting my ankle or something. And then before I knew it, I had gained all the weight back. I no longer was inspired to work out. I was truly burnt out. So slow and steady wins the race. And I will tell you, you may be tempted when you get out there to work out. Oh, I'm going to walk 5 miles today. No. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. And so it might be tempting to, oh, I got this energy, I'm going to go extra 2 miles, 5 miles. Like, it's tempting for me some mornings when I'm out here and I'm like, oh God, I can do instead of 2 miles, I can do 3, or instead of 3, I could try to push for 4 or 5. Yeah. That's ideal. But slow and steady wins the race. So yeah, throwing that in there, maybe 1 day a week if you feel led, okay. But making sure that you're staying steady with the things you already said you were going to do. I told myself I would get up and I would either show up, either that's a walk or a run, but I'm going to show up. That's what I told myself. So that's all I'm doing. That's my slow and steady. I show myself I'm going to drink a smoothie for breakfast and a midday snack after lunch or after I eat whatever. If I feel hungry, I'm going to drink a smoothie for a snack. That is me being slow and steady. Now, my heart wants to say, oh, what if I tried the OMAD and I'll lose more weight? Oh, what if I tried, doing something different? I'll lose more weight. Oh, instead of running 2 miles, what if I run 5 in what every morning? How much weight would I drop then? That's how my mind thinks, but I also know what's very realistic. Morgan, are you going to be inspired to get up and run 5 miles every day? No. So slow and steady wins your race. But you are inspired to get up and just show up. If that's 1 mile, if that's 1 jog, walk, 2 miles, 3, walk, jog, whatever, that's what you're inspired to do. So be realistic with yourself and know that slow and steady wins the race. That's all that matters. Can you be slow? Can you be steady with what you already said you're going to do? Okay? That is your goal. That is what you're pushing yourself to try to do. Be slow and steady, not fast and quick. And I'm going to try to burn all these calories and I'm not going to eat or I'm going to starve myself. That's not manageable. I've done it before. I've done it all. I've done intermittent fasting to where I looked up and the whole day I didn't even really eat. And I'm like, oh, okay, I dropped a pound on the scale. Great. But how realistic and how can I maintain that? I couldn't. And I will say that was something me and intermittent fasting struggled with. That's why the smoothie thing helps for breakfast, because I remember I could lose weight on intermittent fasting, but as soon as I would stop intermittent fasting, I would gain it back. And I remember feeling like, man, something's off with this. And it was just like, this isn't maintainable for your life. Maybe somebody else who doesn't care for breakfast, but it's not maintainable for your life. So the smoothies are maintainable for my life right now. They are. And so I just want to encourage somebody, pay attention to what you truly can maintain. If you know you can't maintain getting up and running or walking 3 miles a day, don't do that to yourself. Just say, I'm going to walk a mile Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Be slow and steady, because that's what wins the race, the steadiness of you. It's okay if you go slow right now. It's okay if you're dragging on that mile when you jogged it. It was the slowest mile in the world. It took you 30 minutes to jog a mile. That is okay. Slow and steady is going to win your race. I used to go from walking a mile in about 30 something minutes, and I jogged a mile the other day in around 9 minutes. Okay, that was crazy to me. That was the quickest mile I've ever done. And so I just want to encourage you, slow and steady is what's going to win your race. Not quick, not fast, not hurry up and get the results, not starve myself for a few days. Trust me, y'all, I've done it all. I even went through an eating disorder when I was really young in college, where I literally would only eat one thing a day. And many days, some days I would just say, no, I'm not eating today. And did I lose a lot of weight? Yes. Was it maintainable? No. Did it hurt my health? Yes. My body was so deprived of food and nutrients, it started taking calcium from my teeth. That's how deprived my body was. So that is what happens when you have a eating disorder and you start not giving your body the nutrients it needs. It's going to take it from somewhere else, and you will pay for that later. Okay? So if you already know, ooh, I don't want to lose my teeth, you better start eating and giving your body the nutrients it needs. Okay? I had to learn my lesson the hard way, but I'm just telling you this. Slow and steady wins your race. Don't switch up. Don't try to do something super different. Don't try to go and grab a whole new regimen just yet. Stick to what's slow and steady, and you'll know when you're ready for a switch up. I remember I got invited to do some weights recently with some people in the morning, and I knew in my heart, I'm not ready for that. I'm still trying to stay slow and steady on this path. So then when I can add in weights, then I will. But right now I'm not ready for that. And I had to be real with myself. And so that's what I want to encourage you. Be real with yourself and know what you can truly manage to do right now. You may not be able to manage adding, your friend wants to go and do an additional workout a few days a week. Maybe that's you can't even add that into your schedule yet, right? Tell them, when I get the time and when I can fit that, I'll be there. But right now, I don't know. I got to stay slow and steady on what I'm trying to do, because this is where I'm trying to build consistency. The steadiness is your consistency. Your results come in consistency. The effort you put in is exactly what you'll get out of it. All right, ladies, y'all have a great morning.